Hey guys, welcome back to Elley Knows Rocks. Today I'm out looking for a Native American cave. 2 days ago I was stung by a wasp, so I'm not exactly feeling myself, but the adventure must go on. So thank you guys so much for being part of this adventure, and let's go see what we find.
We're in the middle of nowhere. Really middle of nowhere this time. We're kind of actually close to Camp Wood. People know where Camp Wood's at.
There you go. I don't know that a lot of people do.
They do. Camp Wood is over that ridge and like another 10 miles that way.
Yeah, we're really close to Camp Wood, which is in between Prescott and Bagdad.
Yeah.
YOLO ranch area, all sorts of craziness. And there's a lot of cattle ranching out here, a lot of trails that dead end, go nowhere, or to cool rock formations. And today we're gonna go find a Native American cave up on the side of the hill. And it's right behind us. You can't really see it up there.
On that ridge.
Somewhere in that area.
It's kind of a rough hike to get there though.
Yeah, we had to stop driving, so we're just gonna hike up there. See what we find. Apparently, according to the people that told us, everything's been moved out of the cave and stuff like that, but there's some petroglyphs, so we're excited to see those. The cave is still there, so we're excited to see that part of history.
Yep.
So come with us, we're just chilling today. So as you can tell, my energy level was just a tad bit down, but I'm still pushing on because I just can't sit in the house. Dan spotted part of a matat on the road. It's super smooth on one side, kind of rough, smooth on this side, and it's broken usually because a lot of cows are out here walking around and stuff. So that's kind of cool. It's a little marker there on a rock. The first part of the hike started out relatively easy, but we knew it was going to get pretty rough pretty quickly. So we're kind of taking our time enjoying the scenery. Dan spots the cave and starts pointing up there, and we start to see how bad of a hike it's really going to be to get there. But not much deters us, so here we go. On the flat part of the ground closer to the river, we found a couple monos in matats that were still intact. So it's really cool nobody's taken them from this area. It looked really neat. People were actually grinding their food there. There was a couple more down below and then another one right beside me. I found it fascinating.
Yeah.
Hey, your pants are a great place to stick a rock hammer. I was adjusting my rock hammer that I stuck in my pants because I forgot to bring a backpack. Here's where we were, down on the flat and the little road we came in on. And this is the hike so far. There's Dan right up there. It's much steeper in person than it is in the camera, but it's gnarly. The rocks, movable, all the trees. Yeah, bugs aren't great. Not only was the hike incredibly steep, there was also no visible trail whatsoever. Like no one had been here in forever. The cactus kept stabbing us, the rocks kept slipping out from underneath of our feet, and it was about 100 degrees. So all in all, it's great conditions, right? Well, you know me. If it's out there and I can find it, I am going to go search for it. And at least I've dragged Dan along on this one, so I'm not alone like I usually am. Plus, I'm trying to keep note of the trees that I pass so that I can make a good trail coming back. Now, we were hiking for probably a good 45 minutes before we had to climb up these rocks. And it's not a big deal. Dan and I are both avid climbers, but we didn't bring any gear, and none of this had been cleaned, so there were little bits of cactus that I kept throwing off the rock. And plus, we were both worried about rattlesnakes possibly hiding in some of the shade of the rock. So we took it cautious, but we made it up there with no problem. It was a fun little jaunt up the rocks. You can see it is a little bit on the steep side. I keep looking on the ground below me because I keep seeing small shards of what looked like chipped arrowheads and some pieces of pottery. And then finally I get up to the top of this rock and oh my gosh, I actually see it. Holy crap. I couldn't believe how absolutely cool this was. You know, a lot of the times when people tell you stories about things and stuff, it's never actually true and nothing's really there. So I was shocked getting to the top of this hill and there's actually stuff up here. Oh wow, there are petroglyphs. That is awesome.
So we hiked from over there, the side of a mountain.
A couple of them there. Into that
More caves
guy. Right there, it's been burnt in and all kinds of stuff.
Things like pottery.
So this is the cave, guys. We did indeed find it. There's a bunch of pottery, chips of stuff.
Lots of pottery.
Lots of pottery in here. Tats, painted pottery. All kinds of stuff still in here. This is awesome. And that's the view.
Piles of stuff right there.
All kinds of stuff. So this is pretty sweet find. It's really neat. It would have been a great place to get out of the weather. Oh wow. Bunch of pottery. See, other people have been here and left this stuff here and so that people could see it, which is awesome. What a wonderful place to visit. I'm so glad that this place hasn't been just completely desecrated by somebody. So many times you go to spots and they're just absolutely ruined because of graffiti or people are rude or they take everything and they don't leave it alone. Not that I don't have things of my own, but those things were either given to me or I was on somebody's private property and they gave me permission to take what I found because they didn't want it buried and destroyed. I'm sure once upon a time this place had many, many more things and over the years it has been picked through, but at least we got to see something of the native heritage left in the cave. And what an awesome freaking view. It makes me wonder if this was just a campsite or if somebody was actually calling this cave home. I guess I'll never know. We found it!
It was a rough hike.
It was really a rough hike. We don't show a lot of the hiking stuff because we don't have the camera equipment to really do that. We could strap the GoPro to Dan's head.
Yeah.
Which we might want to do next time.
It was just straight bushwhacking through pure bushes and stuff.
Our legs are a little beat up from things and our allergies are definitely on high alert. However, we found it.
It was cool. A lot of pottery.
Mm-hmm.
People have been there before us though.
Yeah, clearly. And it's a shame that it's kind of deteriorated a little bit. But they were cool petroglyphs.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome little area. And that little flat where the monos and matats were at, yeah, they lived there for a little bit too. And those are old. The ones that they put into granite are super old.
Yeah, the petroglyphs are very faint, so they've been there for a long, long, long time.
Yeah, I don't know about the age for the time frame, but anyways, we're really tired.
Yeah, I'm exhausted.
We're headed back. We still have a good hike in front of us to get back to the side-by-side before we can start the 40-mile ride home. But thank you guys so much for joining me on this adventure, and I'll see you on the next one. Did you get me tripping?
Probably.